I believe that is actually from '98. That brother, I think it's the Island Tour one.
Good one.
Yes, it was very funny. They were being cute.
Yeah,
Trey was very talkative in olden times.
fun stuff.
So we're doing summer '98. Perhaps the best summer tour they ever did. I don't know. I mean, it's close. There's some conversation around that, but Europe was the rehearsal. Then they hit the U.S. The first half, and really you can split it into two halves if you look at July and August. Like July, they were, working. They were methodical. They were, landing all the loose freight ends, the manicness of Europe, I feel like. And then by the time they hit the second show, which we're going to do in 2 weeks, it was, they were in it. They were in the driver's seat at that point. They had worked out all the kinks and, fantastic. That led the end run of the summer tour was fantastic. But what's your overall impression there? What do you got on that?
I think I agree with a lot of what you're saying. Summer '98 was an excellent year, an excellent tour.
Great vintage.
Lots of bust outs, lots of debuts, lots of, you take a year like the one we're in now, where we have no debuts at all, not a single one this year. '98 was quite the opposite of that, for sure. And, not really a tremendous amount of bust outs this year either. And there were some sizable gaps that came out of '98.
Right. Do we even get a bust out cover? Because sometimes they won't do, they'll bust out a cover or two in between busting out a normal song. I have to get back and look at that. That's
lots of '98. There were lots. Yes.
Maybe on New Year's, new tune to open New Year's or for the gag.
Yeah. I'm down. That'd be cool.
We can see that. All right. Let me see if I can pull this up. We're going to start off in Portland Meadows on a Wednesday. There wasn't that much time in between coming back from Europe, and they kind of jumped right in. And Wolfman's Brother is, I think, the appropriate way to start the U.S. tour and say, yes, '97 is when Wolfman's became this monster. Look, we've refined it, what we've done.
Wolfman's was good. I thought it was very good to open. That's another thing about, I think, this tour, and just to kick off the summer portion of the tour with a good show, like a good show for a tour opener. I mean, technically, you can go back to Europe and call that portion tour opener, but for this is what 5-10 days later, whatever it is, and I think the show has a lot. I again, in this era, I might have said it last episode, the Water in the Sky is just tremendously overplayed in these 2 years. And, it had its place then. They played with the arrangement a bunch of times, but the Momo was
Fishman ended Gaiudi a little early, and they had to repair
Pig
that.
racing.
They were having fun. Outstanding horn.
The horn is legendary. I mean, this is like the only jammed out horn ever. So
exactly.
Have to listen to the horn because it's the only one that's not standard ever.
Right. Exactly. And then the second set, I mean, it was a really long first set. You got the Roger, you got the Cars, Trucks, and Buses, Birds. I mean,
a lot of songs
stacked. Stacked.
For sure.
Feeling their way through. But yeah, solid Wolfman's. Check out the horn if you're going to go back and listen to some stuff.
Certainly the highlight of the show, or of the set at least.
Right. Well, would you? I don't know if I'd call what a lot of people would probably say the highlight is the second set, the Tweezer with the California Love. It's cool and all, but it's a gimmick,
It works well. The segue in and out I really enjoyed. I think, I think it's a great tweezer, honestly, when you add that in. The Limb by Limb is really good to open the set. To be honest with you, that whole run from Limb, Simple, Tweezer, California Love, back into Tweezer. The free's actually great,
Right.
and it's unfinished.
Good transition into it. Very solid.
But really late second set meet.
Yeah, I like that.
It's very different.
We need that kind of thing these days. A second set meet would be fantastic.
I mean, meet goes everywhere, so it should, So
and it could go on more. I often feel like Trey ripcords that thing. They're just out of it. They're like, all right, the one at Hershey Park in 21. They really went the extra couple times with it.
Yeah, no, I like that a lot. But I think this whole run in the second set, and then meet for like a little cool down before they rip into a hood, where that was one of those shows where Mike would say, like, to Trey, I feel like you played too many notes. Right. I mean, he is just all over, up and down the neck of the fucking guitar on the hood. I mean, he's hitting just so many different notes, and
I'm going to play them all.
Yeah, I like it. It's a good one.
I love it. All right, let's so this was the second year we played the Gorge.
I believe that's right.
I believe it is. It is. What's up, Super Duper? What's up, John? How we doing, guys? I got anybody over on volume? No. All right. I got to pay attention to too much. All right, the Gorge. I mean, the Gorge is legendary, and wow, what a way to open.
Yeah. Again, another one of those placement things where Coil would not normally open a show, and at least in this era time. But the it's okay. It's nice. Little change. The NICU, great stash, I thought. Really good Reba.
Right. I love Fast Enough for You. I love Circus Comes to Town. I love Run Like an Antelope. This is for me. This is the first set I would listen to all the way through, probably.
Yeah, I really like the Antelope too. It's a good closer. Yeah. And then Julius gets it ripping in the second set. I thought, that I don't think Julius really goes. And it's not great. It's still Julius nowadays, but it doesn't. I don't know, have that extra mustard on it.
It isn't like this.
And Julius is a good example of that as a set opener.
I had it on my list as top moments. Moment Dance in the 2 is, at this point, Moment Dance for me was one of those ones that they all became kind of interchangeable,
but still solid. Like it's a good MoMA, but they all kind of were, like you're saying.
I still harbored secret fantasies of Black Eyed Katie coming back at this point because they hadn't been playing it that long,
True. Piper's good. It's a nice slow build Piper. It's short. I mean, it's not, it doesn't go deep, but it's got a nice build up to it back in the slow build Piper era.
Mm-hmm. And the slow build Bowie.
The Bowie is really good, man.
What is that, like 5 minutes?
They spacey. Yeah, for sure.
What happened to that, man? That's one I really miss.
I don't know. Again, I think this second set, it's pretty good. It's got some breakups with the MoMA and the Axel, I would say, but the Bowie Tube Slave run at the end, excellent.
Right, but Tube doesn't his mic go out?
Is it this show where that?
I think it's this one that the Tube. It sounds like he messes up, but it's actually the mic goes out.
Okay.
I believe so.
I believe you could be right.
This one I listened to. I was listening to these shows probably around when they were happening.
Well, these came out as a block
about this.
What, in the last couple of years, right?
Yeah.
They re-released these on CD and added them.
Have you ever made it to the Gorge?
I have not. It's still on the bucket list.
Yeah, I have not either. If they play again, probably something to do. I mean, the setting of it and everything, and the shows are always something special. Like the last time they were there was the Camel Walk, I think.
One of the thing about the Gorge, like the more people that go, the more stories you hear about the walk.
Right.
Like get in and get out or whatever it is at both. I don't know. It's just apparently it's a trek.
I'm spending the money and staying close.
Like one of those things I wish I had already done, because if I do make it out there one day,
right,
I'm not any younger.
I'm bringing a golf cart with me.
Pick
All
me
right.
up.
Oh wait, I got to change. You got to remind me if I forget to change the thing there.
Oh yeah, we didn't start talking about it yet, so we're good.
Right, Friday night in George, Washington.
Great Makisupa opener.
And Yamar, that's perfect. It's just a groove. It's a total, you know.
I think the Yamar Gumbo Divided Sky run is very good. Those are excellent versions of those songs. If you dig those kind of songs, those are 3 good ones in a row. I don't know. That's about it for the first set, but this second set's ridiculous.
Right. This
song second set is just fucking.
This
intense.
Probably is the premier example of 2001. Would you say?
It is definitely one of the top versions. Yeah, it's up there. And then a true Mike's groove too, though.
Right.
After
it's been a while.
Like just Mike's groove, you know, no break, no simple, no hydrogen, just Mike's groove.
Straight through. And long. They just let it carry. They really.
No, both are excellent. And then the 0 is good. I mean, it's 0, but
right.
It's a 98-0, so it's a good one.
I wonder if they
were
watching.
Second set works so well, just as one cohesive unit, like just all the way through. Bang.
Right. Probably one of the shorter sets on tour.
There's nothing you need to skip.
Right. They didn't waste a minute of it.
And you got to like a punch.
I remember it sucking with. You had to have a 55-minute tape, and then the second side of the tape only had character 0 and punch you in the eye Rocky Top on it because you couldn't cut. There was no way to cut it. The Mike's Weekapah.
55 or 45?
It was a 65-minute set plus the encore, so it was 75 altogether. But the last 9, it was 64 minutes. You needed a 55, and you were pushing it. It was a 110-minute tape.
Okay.
One of the first great CDs, though, because with the encore you could fit it on, or maybe not Rocky Top. I can't remember if my CD dropped Rocky Top off and just had to punch you in the eye, but perfect CD. Yeah, I want to go to the Gorge.
So that's the box set. Those 2 shows, fun stuff.
Yes, right. They did do that as the box set. So you know when they think enough of it to put it out like that, that's a story there. What's it say down the bottom there? Things that make you go, tease from Mike. I don't know what that is, but we'll report on it.
You know what that is.
The Ghost, the McGrupp. The Ghost and the McGrupp are probably.
I thought you don't want to talk about the moment. I thought it was pretty good again.
This first set
needs to be said, but I think it's a very underrated Ghost. It's an excellent Ghost, actually.
It is.
People don't talk about this Ghost when they talk about their favorite versions, for good reason. But this is a good one.
Right. This is a long show. That first set ran 90 minutes.
Right. And Limb by Limb and Yem are really good.
Yes, exactly. Gaiuti got a lot of play these days. I guess because it was on the album.
Yeah. What did it get played like every 4.5? No, they played it.
3 or 4 shows. It was.
Yeah, for sure.
At this point, second set. I love this second set. This is my kind of second set. It's a little bit all over the place, but I think they were just having fun with it. Another Piper. What was that? 2 nights ago they had done a Piper.
Yeah, and it's another nice slow build like they used to be back then too. But I don't know.
A llama opener. How can you go wrong with a llama opener?
Of course. The tweezer was. I don't know. I thought this was probably the weakest of the tweezers.
Yes, I was going to say the one a few nights before was definitely better.
Yeah, this doesn't do much for you, but Jesus Left Chicago is good. McGrupp is fucking great. Actually, there's a nice jam at the end of McGrupp. I don't know, and then the Down with Disease I thought really had like similar energy to like something of the speed of the Prague Ghost. Like there was a lot of firepower in that Down with Disease.
Height of his powers.
Yeah, it was definitely Trey was on one for that shit.
Right. Very long set there. Again, another long set. I guess they were at Shoreline and they had carte blanche, so to speak. Awesome, great encore, Tweezer reprise. So the second set with the encore was another 90 minutes. That's a long ass show.
Fuck yeah, dude.
I mean, usually you get 3 hours, 2.5, 3. That's anyway.
So next.
Sorry, this is the
Shoreline.
This one might be my favorite show of the first part of the tour.
Huh. Okay. I'll give you that.
The bathtub, the drowned, I mean,
dirt in the tool hole, like that.
It's weird, definitely,
like
but
it.
Out of the way, right? The Poor Heart was fun. It had a little bit of
extra, yeah.
Freebird, they were like,
and they were like restarts and shit at the end or whatever, but they were good. That was good,
right? And you got a runner, you got a Poor Heart and a My Sweet One, and a Lawn Boy. I mean, all these short little songs, and then the Moment Dance, fourth Moment Dance at 5 shows.
It's a good one.
Yeah, it's a good one. They started doing this Split Open and Melt, totally solid.
Yeah.
So
Melt was excellent, actually. Yeah, no, that's a really good Melt.
Yeah, man, that was a solid set, but it's the set too. The Drown, the Makasupa with the Skunk Maze. I love a second set Maze. Maze needs more love in the second set.
Yeah. The Maze had like I don't know, what was it, like a Bowie-esque kind of like trippy, cool, like
in the beginning. It had an island tour hangover.
Like you could still tell it was Maze, but it was in that like long, trippy fucking way.
They dug that. I don't know why Trey abandoned that. Maybe that was a drug thing. He was just feeling the high ride.
I like the landing of Sea and Sand after that Maze, though. Very cool.
How often do you get 2 Who songs in one set, And that one, it's probably the only time they've played it. I don't have that in front of me since 95.
I think that's right, actually.
And then perfect into it's a very thematic set. You had the Drown, then you got the Sea and Sand, then you got the Prince Caspian, which is,
this is the hood I was talking about actually before when I said Trey plays a lot of notes. It was this one.
And the Caspian too. The Caspian, he's running like
yeah, no. That it was like a slow build. It was slow build Caspian. Yeah. It was great.
Man. Yes, that this hood is like 17 minutes long.
Yeah, this is and there's probably 17,000 notes played. Like it's crazy.
Right. And he Fishman, if you remember, had tried to get away from wearing the dress.
Yeah.
But he wore the dress for this show, and I think he wore it for Ventura. I mean, I think he wore it for Shoreline also. But we get the sexual healing, which, like I was saying, this is a dress rehearsal because we know we're going to end up playing it at Lemon Wheel.
Right.
Kind of thing for me. You got to hold your head up.
But the Haleys is a good Haleys.
Mm-hmm.
Especially like for the third, well, let's call it the second song of the encore, whatever. But
the lay loop disco jammy thing.
Yeah, they don't just mail it in with the Haleys.
Trey likes his loops like they do these days.
Yeah.
They kind of mail it in there. I feel like Trey was a little chatty with this show too. Yeah.
For sure.
Which is fun. I like chatty Trey.
So this show I actually attended in person.
Okay. I thought you had when I was listening to it. I thought we had talked about
this was the one that I flew out for.
Take it away.
A buddy of mine actually lives out there still. At the time he was moving to Maine, so I flew out. My barter was like, can we see the show and go on these dates? And so we went to the show. It was hot as absolute fuck. This was like I don't know, when you talk about like the hottest show ever, like Oswego, and then this for sure. I mean, it was over 100 degrees, and it was when it was dark out. Like it was really fucking hot.
Oswego wasn't that bad at night, I don't think.
But there was like no scene at all here. Like, and I wasn't used to that from East Coast shows. You know, you go to Worcester or the Garden or wherever, like around these parts, and it's like a whole carnival outside the show. This was very much not like that at all. Nobody was hanging out. There was people drinking beer in the parking lot. Nothing.
Weird.
Yeah, hot as fuck. So anyway, you know, it's a decent bag to start. The fluff is kind of sloppy in parts, but still good. And then this tube has that like slight reprise to it at the end. They like play tube and then they kind of go back into the jam for a bit. Doesn't last too long. I wish it lasted longer, but you know, it's good.
Like we talked about with when we were talking about the Utah show. That was a longer one, but there was an earlier one that tour that was just a short little reprise to it.
Yeah, right. And you know, the rest of the set, I know you love Cavern, so the
I'm
rarity
a Sparkle guy too. I would be good with all this. Brian and Robert.
Right. But the Antelope to end. The Mike song's fucking awesome to start the second set. But
I had Mike's and Simple and Ghost and Tube as my standout tunes. So most of the ones in the second set.
The Tube is for sure good. But the debut of Bittersweet Motel was kind of cool. And then, like you said, Brian and Robert, like the original like way they used to play it with like just long fucking feedback, like going through the amp and shit like that. I don't know what the hell you would really call it, but it just carries throughout the whole song and it's great. And then the She Caught the Katy bust out was, like I was saying, this was a 1,041 shows.
Wow, yeah. 1,041 shows.
So that's still my, longest
that's crazy
out I've ever seen. And then Funky Bitch, and then you get the standard Sleeping Monkey Rocky Top encore, But it was a very good show, I thought, overall, but hot as fucking shit. Just so hot.
Do you think that affects the band?
I don't know. I wasn't on the fucking lawn, though. I was actually in the pavilion for the show, probably like 20 rows back, and those big ceiling fan things, but giant ones under the pavilion were kind of helping, plus the shade. But
if one of them comes down, take out 20 people's heads.
Oh yeah, right. Hot as shit, though. And then they take a solid like 3 days off from here.
Right.
And then they do the Texas run, which talking
you
to people
got
that
to
know
drive
that
to
have
Texas,
to these
man.
shows was also, this was like the hottest week probably in history, I would guess. Just like all of these shows, the temperatures were in the hundreds and close to it here in Texas. So
this would be the fifth Moment Dance in 6 and 7 shows.
Yeah, but again, still solid. And then the Jim to follow. Stash and Wolfman's are great.
All right, I have Jim up there for one of my highlights from this show. I'm a big fan of that. Another long set, lots of songs. I'm a big fan of doing lots of songs, though. I know some people want everything to be 3 songs and 5 songs.
Jim? Am I on the wrong show?
What?
I thought, Jim.
Jim, yes, Jim, not Jim.
Jim, and I'm like, wait a minute.
No, the runaway guy, the runaway.
Yeah, got it.
I had that on my list. I don't know why Fishnet has Loving Cup yellowed. It didn't really jump out at me as being the
no, not to me either. But the Wolfman's 2001 stretch is great.
Is Son of a Mule for me? The shtick of Son of a Mule is what was always the issue, that it was always the same little Russian dance duel thing, whatever they did.
No, the mule duel. It's great.
Yeah.
You gotta like the mule duel, man. But this one had the ha 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 in the middle, so
it did.
Good breakup. And then there's the non-noted eruption tease at the end of this.
Should we call up Scott? Let's text Scott.
He doesn't listen. It's fine.
He doesn't listen to me.
He doesn't listen to me. I feel like somebody told him to never listen to me or something. I don't know what it is. But There's definitely an eruption tease in there at the end, and then it goes at the end of ha ha ha, and then it goes back into mule.
All right.
Cool.
Oh man,
that's it. Slave, chalk, zero are all just
yeah,
fine.
All right. Only time they've played the Cynthia Woods Mitchell Pavilion in the Woodlands, Texas. I believe. Maybe there's a reason.
The Woodland.
Austin gets the goods, right?
The weak roses, I thought.
Yeah, the Yamar solid.
Yeah, it's a ho-hum disease, short roje. Like, it's an excellent Yamar. That's for sure. Yamar was great. And it's a great slow build piper in the second set. So that's a good set opener when they do the slow build. I always like that, because they can just kind of sail off into it and let it build. It's always good.
Julius is a set closer. I'm more happy there than as a set opener.
I like the heavy rocker Wilson.
The heavy metal jam.
Yeah.
And then Frankenstein, they just rolled with it, having fun.
Yeah.
Another lackluster tweezer, really.
It's better than the other one. It's definitely like we're going back in the right direction.
Right.
But the antelope's fucking, I don't know. It's pretty ripping antelope to me.
I like Circus Comes to Town keeps
popping. And I love the hairy hood.
Yeah, hood tweezer reprise. There's an encore for you.
Another hot show.
Yeah, the funky Yamar though, I guess gets all the points for that one there.
It's very good.
All right, let's get to one of the most. They started really having fun with the set list. I think they had a talk somewhere at a diner in South Texas or at a barbecue joint, and they were like, "Let's start getting, we're 20 some shows in, including Europe. Let's start really mixing it up." And
we got some debuts busted out here and brand new stuff, covers they haven't done before, so that's always fun. I like the Bowie, the Reba.
Man, the Reba's fantastic.
Kind of ripped at to end the first set. That was good.
Right, trampoline. The Albuquerque. I think that this was this the first time?
Yeah.
Into a simple
Albuquerque and You Better Believe It, Baby were both first timers.
Right, and really, it was
and
the Jam into Simple was fantastic. So interesting that the debut performance got that.
And the LaGrange was a 2-year bust out, 2-year plus even maybe. It's a really good fucking Yem, dude. Yem's really fucking fun in this one too.
All right, Bowie was the thing that I had written. So You Enjoy Myself is, I guess the thing with You Enjoy Myself, it's hard for me to rank them because it's so composed and it has the sections and there's only
sensational though, man. It really is. It's so much fun, dude. You can just hear the fun. And that's, I don't know, that makes it fun for me when they're having fun. And it's a really good, funky fucking, I don't know. It's just fun.
Right. You Better Believe It, Baby. That's there's your PHiSH debut, a little strange too. For the, like I said though, let's start doing some of the encores. I mean, some of the weirder covers and bust outs and things like that. And then they really took it to the next level in Kansas. I think our boy Fam went to this show, didn't he?
I think he did a few of these actually. Wow, can't believe you're like, don't even want to talk about the M from the last show. All right, that's fine. We can move on.
Let's talk about the M. No,
we're done. I just can't believe you were like, they're all the same. Like, no, not this one, man. No, actually, they're not all the same. This one's fucking awesome. If you want to hear a good Yem, I recommend it.
It's a highly recommended Yem. I'm sorry.
No, you're good.
I was so excited about the emotional rescue.
You want to talk about another really good MoMA dance or no?
Yes. Another MoMA. 7th one in 9 shows. We're on a roll here, guys. 10
It was
shows.
almost Black. This was almost Black Eyed Katie, though. This one
was. It was solid into Tila. I mean, that's a fantastic run there. Emotional Rescue, Down with Disease, MoMA, Tila, because it's not a normal thing you'd think for 4 songs to open a show.
Yeah.
And then they just ripped the roof off the place with the Seek and Sally, a lengthwise in its ice.
Just some, yeah.
Sparkle's Next Level, Gasoline on the Fire. I know people aren't into it, but that song doesn't let you catch your breath. And the closest thing to catching your breath was Funky Bitch.
Right.
Which had a little Black Eyed Katie in it.
I really like the run of Sally Ice lengthwise. Yes. But yeah.
I'm a big
I agree. And then the second set is
didn't it have the It's Ice had the vacuum solo, right? In the first part. During It's Ice, and then they did the lengthwise because I don't know. Maybe I'm making that up.
No, I don't think you are. It's just this second. I don't know. I think some of the stuff.
Well, Trey met people. Every time Trey meets someone who's getting married or in love, and he plays Contact, it's always this weird story. And what was it? The Mexican love style or something?
Right. And then the lengthwise was a 4-year bust out.
Right. Mango Song hadn't been played since March of 97. Tila, it had been a year. I mean,
Yeah. Contact was dedicated to something or somebody. I don't really. Oh wait.
Right. Trey ran into 2 people.
Oh yeah. That's
fallen in love.
Right.
And then the Prince Caspian is a little weird. And is this back-to-back Yems we got?
Yeah. With a day off in between, but another good one too. I mean, I thought the last one was certainly the better one, but
why was the last one better? See, we're gonna get this in either way.
Good jam, dude. It's just jams, and it's fun. I told you that it's fun. You can hear the fun. It's a must listen. You'll know exactly what I'm talking about. That's all I can tell you.
You can hear the fun. I love it. Camel Walk, good for you for the encore. Coil. I think Coil deserves more encore slots than he gets.
I don't disagree with that. I love it as a walk-off. I mean, it's typically a first or second set walk-off type of thing, but not typical in the encore. I'm down for it. Let's do it. Make it happen. All your people, Kev.
Oh, yeah. Let me make some calls.
Take care of that.
All right. I know Fam was at this one. We've talked about this. The Gin, the Buried Alive, definitely.
The Riverport Gin, just killer, man. Absolutely killer. Probably the second. I mean, I don't think this falls out of anybody's like top 3 as far as their personal preference for bathtub gins of all time. So certainly worth talking about. Some people like it better than the Wendt gin. I don't know. That's typically the debate at the top, though. That's for sure.
That's an interesting question. I never thought of. I mean, if you go back and you listen to the Wendt gin after all these years later, it is a beautiful thing, but they've progressed and done so much stuff. Maybe it's because you can hear what they've done since then in it, so it doesn't sound
the remastered like live release comes out of it is all I'm trying to say. Like
right.
I mean, there's probably just that song is probably on one of the live baits or something actually, but I don't know.
You would hope
they're up there.
Right.
These are the heavy hitter gins for sure. The Wendt and this one.
Right. Weird songs though. We're getting the Dog Log for Paul. Then you get a Foam. You get a Ficus. You get a Farmhouse.
The new Vultures arrangement, which was without clapping, so it was still good. Or wooing, excuse me.
Right. Glide. We love a Glide.
Definitely love a Glide.
And then Birds as a closer. I like.
And then we're just going to rip your face off with a Type 2 fucking Buried Alive to start the second set. Like, what are you talking about? Like, of all songs, another one that, like, actually, I think there's more than one jammed out Buried Alive, but this one is definitely like the top.
91390, if you've never heard it, check it out. They go into Sparks. They do all kinds of weird stuff with that one. If you ever need a full, there we're getting our covers.
Yep, that's a debut, PHiSH debut at least.
And a real jam into it. Not one song ends, we just start another one before you can take a breath, which is I think what most arrows are these days.
Yeah, wait a minute. Oh yeah. No, I think Tube and Antelope are both dope from this show.
Mm-hmm.
I was reading I start reading other people's notes versus my notes, and it throws me all off.
Right. I think that whole run of AC/DC, Lizards, Tube, Kong, Run Like an Antelope. I mean, I know it sounds like more the end of a first set probably than a second set, but
yeah, you don't really need anything else because you got to see the Riverport Gin open the show.
Mm-hmm.
So you're good there. And then again, the Buried Alive is also one of those must-hears for sure.
Yeah.
2 fucking absolute must-hears in the same show. So there you go.
Yeah. Fishnet does pretty good with the yellows. Sometimes I wonder why they're
all yellow. I'm trying to put more emphasis on these particular ones.
Right, exactly. All right, so this is going to be the last show of this part. We've gone up into the Midwest. I think next time we end up starting in Alpine, right?
Yes.
I think so. I saw most of the shows on the second half of this, the Deer Creek, and then the whole run from Meriwether, Virginia Beach.
Yeah, I have the ender from the Vernon Downs, and then
Lemon Wheel.
Correct. And I got I saw the Arizona show, so a few shows this summer, but
another
for me. I saw the whole. Well, I did 2 of the island tours, and then the whole like Connecticut Worcester run, which is 4 shows in the fall, plus the 1230. So it was a pretty good year for me as a youngin doing.
I think 98 and 99, I saw 19 shows both of those years, and I saw 17 and 97, and they were my 3 years.
Yeah, that's great.
In 2000, I saw 2. I went to Hershey and Meriwether.
I also saw 2 in 2000, both nights at Hartford, but only 2. Yeah, life started changing. Anyway, so this is the closer for. Well, actually, it's just the middle of the tour. It's the closing of the month of July, and the last one we're going to discuss. So,
I think they were having a personality crisis at this moment in their lives, in as much as we want to play our cool old songs. We want to do The Man Who Stepped Into Yesterday kind of thing. The night before, we want to do Dogleg, but how do we fit that in with the new aesthetic of being a serious band? We've dropped doing Hold Your Head Up every night for a while now. We've evolved into this other thing. We're really getting tight now with this. How do we manage this? And we see what happened. Looking back, that most of them disappeared for the most part, but
yeah, I think they were just opening up the fucking vault and trying to fit everything in. I mean, they were busting out new stuff.
Everybody gets one more play.
They were doing it all at this point and trying to fit a whole bunch of variety in there. So it was really good. But then some songs they did play a bunch of times, like Yamar, were another great fucking version, man. Like they were on fire. They were playing a lot of good stuff. The Rogers.
Remember when My Friend was 4 minutes?
All of them. Yeah, maybe 5.5, but still. I know exactly what you're saying. Now none of them are less than 10 minutes, so it's great.
Yeah, well, I'm going to have to do a Yamar bracket for just this tour.
For real?
No, we have to do a MoMA one. They did enough MoMAs over this thing to probably do a Sweet 16.
Right. For sure.
Man.
Fucking killer. Great.
Yep.
I'm not a big fan of how much they played Water in the Sky, but
right. I would say that the 2 best things were the Yamar in the Cities in the first set this night. I like the second set. It's fun, but there's nothing that just grabbed me like.
I really like the segue from Twist into Isabella a lot. I think it's a good one. The Free's really funky too. Very funky, actually. I don't know, but they didn't return to The Man Who Stepped Into Yesterday.
I know.
Out of Avino, right?
Right.
Like I think that I don't know how many times that's happened, but it seemed rare.
Well, I think that's them thinking, like,
into
how
the
do we incorporate this stuff? We don't have to go back into the end part. We can do the harder edge of the Alvino volcano and drop it
If
into
it was
a
on purpose, I don't know. And then just drop into twists like that. It's kind of, I don't know, it's different for sure.
right,
2-year bust out for If I Could.
right.
So
Beautiful song. I love that song so much. I caught my first one. I was actually with you.
right.
And
Yeah, it was mine too.
Meriwether.
Yeah, it was both of our first ones. Right.
Yeah, that's fantastic. Punch You in the Eyes and encore again. Don't do that, Trey. Punch You in the Eye needs to open a show.
I like
open
that
a
it's
second
showing
set.
up in the encore like multiple times this in the same little run here, same month. That's awesome.
Yeah, good it is. I remember in 19 in Camden they did Punch You in the Eye for the encore, and I was like, man, I feel like I got ripped off on my Punch You in the Eye instead of the second set when you're just raging pumped and then they're going to do something else. You know?
Yeah,
I think I got a Quinn after it, and I know people would die to see Quinn the Eskimo, but
hell yeah, that'd be a big one too. They haven't played that in a long time.
I mean, I'd take it. I have no idea. So there we go. That was fantastic. All right, so we got Alpine. Here, let me take a peek at what the rest of it is there. We got the Alpine. We got oh, the Deer Creek. Oh my God, the Deer Creek.
We got a lot of good stuff coming up. Vernon Downs, the 811 show.
Yup. The Lemon Wheel. Is the Lemon Wheel, why is the Lemon Wheel was the Great Wendt really that much better than the Lemon Wheel?
Okay, so that's an interesting question because if you went to both, it wasn't a lot different from the Great Wendt to the Lemon Wheel as far as where you were going, how it was set up. Like there were differences, don't get me wrong, you know, the different gardens and shit like that they had set up were obviously different, but I don't know, musically I don't know. They're both really good, but I still think you would say the Wendt is better. Maybe because it was the first time they were doing it, you know, because they also did it. They did Lemon Wheel, but there was a good break from Lemon Wheel to it. You know,
Right.
there were years in between.
I think the thing was
this was coming back to the same place a year later,
Right.
and like.
Well, we did the ball, and the Clifford ball was a little bit out of the way, but it was in New York. You could get there. When they played the Great Wendt, we were like, we are going to the edge of the fucking world to go see this band. And then everybody heard about the Great Wendt and went to Lemon Wheel. So the expectations for Lemon Wheel may have started off way higher than they should have been.
I'm not saying that the Lemon Wheel wasn't good at all. I think it's great, actually.
But fantastic.
I just think it was different because we went from the Clifford Ball to the Great Wendt. We went from the Great Wendt to the Lemon Wheel in the same spot. Like it was different, a different location, a different experience.
So on fire from Meriwether on. I mean, the whole tour. I mean, really, the whole tour.
I wouldn't say that the Lemon Wheel was a letdown, though, in any way. It's a great thing. So, yeah, we got a lot of fun stuff to talk about.
That's an interesting take. Basically, you got a bunch of people showing up because, like at dead shows, you got in the late 80s. You know?
I don't know.
Wasn't me.
I think people should listen to the Riverport Gin.
Is that your call? Is that the best out of all the shows we talked about? Is that the one?
Well, I would say that, and the you're gonna make me go back to it, but
the M.
Yeah.
All right. There we go. I'm gonna put it in the show notes on the YouTube. Scott's picks.
I like it. It's fun.
There we go. All right, we'll be back in 2 weeks. Next week, if you like this, it's going to be T's going to be back with us, and we are having the Stub Me Down guys on, and we let them pick a show, and they picked one of the Hamptons in 18. So we'll see how that goes.
Which one is important?
You know, with the 3-6, would that sound right? Like the one?
Oh, the one, the comeback.
Is that the
Oh
one?
no, that's 2009. You said 2018.
Yeah, 18.
It wasn't March.
Did they play in March then?
No, it was like November.
No, it was November. All right. Anyway, tune in for that. In 2 weeks, Scott and I are going to finish this off, and then we're going to go to the drawing board and see. But I think we should I think you should pick a tour from 3.0 that you think I'd be amazed at, and we could go through it and do this again in the start of the next year.
Okay. That sounds fun. Down.
And just don't pick the Baker Dozen one. I've listened to all those shows.
I think that's been done.
Yeah, that's not fun.
I
want a tour that we're going to get
wrong, but
right, a solid chunk of shows to go through. All right. Thank you, everybody, for watching. Make sure you like, subscribe. If you haven't already, go over and check us out on Volume. We got a whole thing going on Mondays, Fridays. We got our shows. Tomorrow, hopefully, Liv is going to go on. Scott, as always, thank you. It's always a pleasure.
Yeah, man.
I like it when I'm not the smartest guy in the room.
Oh, that's a stretch.
Hold on a sec.
Yeah,
we'll see you guys soon.
Thanks.
What's up, dog?
Fascinating. Absolutely fascinating.